Welcome to a special edition of SUP, aka the Stand Up Underground Podcast. Not the special since I do this on a weekly basis, but hey, this is Ice Wolf coming to you live from the chaos that is San Diego. Because right now, as we speak, the 2026 World Cup is happening on our soil, co-hosted by the USA, Canada, and Mexico. So obviously, we're doing an entire episode on it. I might make it a two-part, but we'll see. This is the biggest soccer tournament in the world. And for once, it's actually happening near us. San Diego is one of the host cities. Well, LA technically, but come on, that's basically our next door neighbor. However, that means our traffic is worse. Our bars are packed, and I'm somehow emotionally invested in a sport I only pretend to understand every 4 years. Let's be honest. For most Americans, the World Cup is that 1 month every 4 years where we suddenly care about soccer. Wave flags we bought on Amazon and argue about whether it should be called football. America has a very weird love-hate thing with the World Cup, okay? Every 4 years we act like we've always been huge soccer fans. We learn the players' names. We paint our faces. We yell, USA! USA! Like we know what the hell we're talking about. Then the tournament ends and we go back to calling it soccer. And arguing about why it's not as popular as the NFL. Yeah, bro. I've been following Messi since he was young. This is my sport. I don't even watch football anymore. Wait, which one's football again? We treat the World Cup like a music festival that only comes to town once every 4 years. We go hard for a month and then ghost it completely. But this year is different because it's in our continent. It's in our country. Heck, it's in our freaking state. Actually, it's in our backyard, for crying out loud. We're actually hosting. The pressure is on. Suddenly, every American is an expert on tactics, BAR decisions, and why our team should be better. I'm telling you, LA hosting games is pure chaos in the best way. We got beautiful weather, beaches, and stadiums ready for international fans. The problem? San Diego traffic is already a nightmare. Now we're adding thousands of international visitors who don't understand that you don't merge at 45 miles per hour on the 5. This may not be happening in our sunny city, but damn it, we're the bystanders taking the brunt of the invasion. You'll see Argentinians in full Messi jerseys arguing with Mexicans in full El Tri gear while some confused German tries to order a fish taco. It's beautiful. It's also going to be absolute madness downtown and in Gaslamp. I'm already imagining the scenes. Someone doing the wave at Petco Park during a match, and that's not even the World Cup. That's the Padres game. We also got people chanting at 2 a.m. in Pacific Beach, and me trying to get anywhere near the stadium without selling a kidney for parking. Luckily, you can always catch the game at a bar, given that you don't mind the real rowdy crew. Seriously, nothing, and I mean nothing, captures the pure chaotic energy of the World Cup like walking into a sports bar during a big match. You step inside and it's like entering another dimension. The air is thick with beer, fried food, and pure unfiltered passion. Every screen is blasting the game. People are wearing jerseys from countries they've never visited. The volume is set to deafening. San Diego sports bar during this tournament are next level. You got Argentinians singing Messi chants in one corner, the Mexican fans doing the wave and yelling, Mexico! In another, Germans quietly drinking beer like it's a religious ritual, and confused Americans in the middle going, USA! At the wrong times! I mean, come on. Random guy at the bar. Goal! Everyone, who scored? Guy, I don't know, but it was intense. Insert facepalm here. Fights almost break out over nothing. Someone spills a pitcher and it becomes an international incident. A table of Brazilians starts dancing when their team scores, and suddenly the whole bar is moving whether they want to or not. The food orders are insane too. You got people trying to explain what al pastor is to Europeans while arguing about whether the ref is blind. Someone always orders wings for the table and then eat 90% of them while claiming they're watching their figure. And the chants non-stop. One half of the bar starts a chant. The other half tries to drown it out. It's like a live-action musical where everyone is slightly drunk and extremely passionate about countries they barely know the capital of. San Diego's beach vibe makes it even better. Or worse, depending on your point of view. You'll see people walking in straight from the sand still in flip-flops, covered in sunscreen, ordering margaritas at 10 a.m. because it's World Cup time, bro. I mean, from personal experience, I just survived the USA versus Paraguay game last Friday, people. It was at a sports bar. Me and my brother were just going for a picture after work because long week of work, okay? We walk in to find out the game is on the big screen, even though I wasn't even aware that the game was happening that day. Next thing I know, okay, we're ordering carne asada fries, ordering micheladas, that's basically your tomato juice with beer. Do not argue about why that is a Mexican drink, just go with it, trust me. And shouting, "Goal!" after the first goal from the USA. By the end of the night, the bar was in chaos as every single patron of the bar was shouting, "Ole, ole, ole, ole," or our famous USA, USA. There was even a reporter from the news and the waitresses celebrating 2 birthdays and handing out USA jerseys as gifts. It's beautiful. It's chaotic. It's the closest thing we have to the entire world throwing a house party in one building. Oh, and all of this chaos is fueled by the drama happening on the pitch. The World Cup is the most dramatic reality show on earth. You got players rolling on the ground like they've been shot because someone breathed on them. Referees getting death threats over VAR decisions. Entire countries having collective meltdowns because of one bad penalty call. I swear, people, it's like somehow millennials from 2010, no offense, folks, but you know this is true, you know who you are, actually decided to join the teams. Come on, you know the guys. They always walk up to a door, suddenly get tapped and like, "No! Ah! So much pain! Get away! Get away!" No offense, but I've been seeing the Real Soul Week. For some reason, it seems to be the case. Unlike the early 70s, 80s, 90s, we get tapped, we just walk away, or just get all angry at him, but whatever. Right now, we got a bigger issue. "Ah! My leg is broken!" No, wait, I'm fine. Never mind. That's what you expect at least twice per game. And the fans? Next level. Some countries treat it like war. People cry, fight, celebrate like they personally won. Meanwhile, I'm sitting on my couch eating chips going, "Wow, good goal, I guess," while checking my fantasy team. By the way, just to let you know, I had to throw out that because honestly, within the first week of trying to create a fantasy game, I didn't even know what I was doing, so I had to stop that. Sorry, folks. Do not ask me to play on your fantasy football league because I'm going to get lost. The best part is the underdog stories. Tiny nations beating giants. Penalty shoutouts that feel like heart attacks. National anthems that give you chills even if you don't know the words. Let me tell you right now, if you have seen one of those sports movies, especially movies like Dodgeball, the true underdog story, what's that good football one? The Longest Yard, Waterboy. Yeah, folks, I apologize for the copyrights, but these are good movies to actually watch when it comes about underdog stories. But for crying out loud, this is the stuff that inspires us. We're watching a live underdog movie. As an American, there's extra pressure this year, though. We're expected to do well on home soil. The memes if we crash out early are going to be brutal. I'm trying to get into it. I'm watching matches, learning players, but part of me still doesn't fully understand why grown men are crying over a game where you can't use your hands. That may or may not be true, but I'm not gonna admit that due to some of my fans. Sorry about that, y'all. But I love the energy. I love how it brings the world together. I love the chaos, even if I secretly prefer football. I'm just not gonna tell you which football. Beyond the jokes, the World Cup is special. It's one of the few things that make the entire planet stop and pay attention together. It creates heroes, breaks hearts, and gives people something to believe in. Even if our team doesn't win at all, just having it here in San Diego, aka LA's neighbor, is pretty cool. So yeah, the World Cup. The 1 month every 4 years where America pretends it cares about soccer and the rest of the world reminds us why they call it football. I'm Ice Wolf, still learning the offside rule. If you're deep in World Cup fever right now, drop your favorite moment or biggest complaint in the comments. Let's suffer together. Thanks for listening to this very international and passionate episode. If it made you laugh or want to watch a match, subscribe, rate the show, and go enjoy the beautiful game, or at least the beautiful chaos. I'm logging off before I get too invested and start yelling at the TV, aka my microphone and the streaming service I'm using on my computer. Good night, you crazy fans. I hope you guys survived the month. Otherwise, I'll make sure to do the sequel. Peace.